Oh, yeah, this is a good one to lead with. UTEP on the road at FIU. The hometown Panthers, home team Panthers, are 2-point favorites, and this game carries an over-under of 44 points. Kicks off Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. How about that? Like an elevated network for this game here. UTEP actually opened as a 2.5-point favorite, but it's been all FIU since then. Do keep in mind we are looking for maybe potential rain. Might be a little breezy. Not talking anything crazy, but 13, 14 mile-an-hour winds. Kelly, this is about as nasty as it gets in terms of matchups this year. If you're looking at it, this is my 128th and 129th power rated teams. The only lower matchup I can find on the schedule this season is Kent State Akron. It's football, though, right?
It's football. We're going to leave it at that. We're talking about it because that's what we do on this show. So, yeah, let's get into what this game is.
Yeah, UTEP actually comes in with a big rest advantage. They were on bye Saturday while FIU had their bye the Saturday prior. They lost to New Mexico State on Thursday, so UTEP had an extra little week to get ready for this game. FIU, their quarterback Keon Jenkins suffered a concussion at the end of the last game. Watch for the updates if he plays or not. On the short-ish week, I'm kind of leaning that he probably doesn't play in this game, but do keep an eye on the old Twitter machine to make sure whether he's in or out. On the other side, UTEP's dealing with quarterback injuries as well. Gavin Hardison has been dealing with a shoulder injury. He did not play in Week 5. Look, the Miners tried 3 different quarterbacks in that game. It was a disaster. The best one was Cade McConnell, maybe. He was 4 for 11 passing for 48 yards, and that led the team. As a team combined, they were 9 for 28 for 101 yards, no touchdowns. They scored 10 points against the vaunted Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Look, I'm not convinced that UTEP isn't the worst team in the FBS, or close to. And yeah, I'm serious about that. They've scored 14, 7, 10, 28. Okay, all right, fine. And then 10 against FBS teams. And one of those teams power rates higher than 86, that being Arizona. Dana Dimmel is probably on his way out after this, considering UTEP actually had some expectations coming in. I took a flyer on the conference title, but boy, are they putrid. The total opened up at 48.5 points. That was a mistake. I'd probably still bet under 44, 44.5 if you can find it, because I'm not sure either of these teams can score. They're working on backup quarterbacks, and the defenses can provide some resistance, a little bit at least. But knowing Conference USA, that could be flipped completely upside down. What do your numbers say about this one?
Yeah, Brett, this one has a watchability score of 2.9 out of 10. Out of 10. So, I mean, it's down there. It does help that I project this to be a competitive game. Competitiveness is a component of the watchability scores. Quality is a much higher component, but it is getting full credit in the competitiveness category. So there's a lot of red on both these teams' dashboards. I do have this game as a pick'em, Brett. That's why the competitiveness rates, as high as it can. I have a 52% win expectancy for UTEP. Might not sound like I'm picking UTEP in this game based on what I'm about to say, but the model does lean ever so slightly towards UTEP. UTEP's power rating ranks are down across the board, Brett, compared to the preseason. The Miners are power rated number 127 overall, the number 125 offense, and the number 117 defense. Again, there's only 133 FBS teams, guys. All of these units and overall, it's really, really bad. At 1-5, UTEP has 1.4 fewer wins than I projected through Week 6. That puts them just outside the bottom 10 on my over-under achievers list. FIU came into the year power rated number 132, so that's second to last in the FBS. Currently, the Panthers are number 130, and they have the number 123 offense, the number 112 defense. Unlike UTEP, though, FIU, despite those poor power rating metrics, they're overachieving preseason realistic win-loss expectations. At 3-3, the Panthers have 1.2 more wins than I projected through 6 weeks. FIU, though, desperately needs this one if they want any chance to go bowling this year. And again, just saying going bowling should be celebrated. Coming into the year, I gave that a 6% chance. Now it's up to 12, so they've doubled their chances. It's still not great. They need this one if they want to go bowling. With Liberty and Western, the two favorites in Conference USA, there's negligible conference championship game leverage in this game. But bottom line, even though I said more positive things about FIU, basically the fact they're overachieving, than I did UTEP, who is underachieving by a significant margin, the model has it as a pick'em. It's a 52% win expectancy for UTEP on the road in this one. Brett, I will say a 2.9, just for context, that's the fourth lowest watchability score of the week. So there are less, quote, watchable games, again, largely because their competitiveness is not grading up to par. So, hey, will this be on, the main screen? No, but it is a weeknight game, so it'll be on a screen. How about that?
And let's see, you have them the 125th rated offense for UTEP. Look, if Hardison doesn't go, their top wide receiver, Tyron Smith, he's so weird. He's a game-time decision, but the reports are suggesting that if he doesn't play this game, he's going to redshirt. So UTEP could be without Hardison and Tyron Smith. And look, without those 133, 132 at absolute best. This is an offense that's just will not find the end zone without these two players in. So just keep an eye on that. Both teams, they turn the ball over quite a bit. UTEP is a bottom 15 team in giveaways. That is partly Gavin Hardison's fault. He's a big-time turnover-worthy throw and interception thrower. That can either stall drives and be good for betting the under, or it can create short fields and lead to increased scoring. It kind of depends, obviously, where at on the field it happens and what the opposite team does with it. Playing under, trusting the backup quarterbacks, I trust that they continue to be a total mess and that these offenses continue to be inefficient, especially with the injuries on tap. The under would be the only play for me in this one.